Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Line Between by Tosca Lee, read by Cassandra Campbell. For Jimmy and Julie, I waited half a lifetime for the chance to say I love you. I've got a lot of tattling, breaking your stuff, and embarrassing you in front of your friends to catch up on. Prion. Noun, prion. An infectious agent that causes proteins to misfold, causing progressive deterioration of the brain and nervous system in mammals, including humans. It is always fatal. Alaskan interior, June. The farmer moved into the woods looking for his pigs. "Jilly! Jilly!" he called. He'd named the sow after his first wife, who'd grown about as fat as the woolly Hungarian blonde, if not quite as hairy. But unlike his ex-wife, Jilly usually came when called, which meant it must be time. The sow was expecting her third litter, and for some reason beyond his understanding, every pig in the sounder had to traipse off into the forest with her to make the farrowing a community event. He stepped over fallen tree trunks and bent to duck several others. There wasn't a single tree in this patch that was plumb. Drunken forest, the climate change people called it, a more subtle sign of melting permafrost than the sinkholes in town. Aside from the new buckles in his road, he didn't mind much. Warm weather meant more growing days for his new garden. Soon as the pigs got done rooting up this patch, he planned to clear the fallen trees and plant some vegetables. Just enough to beat back the high cost of fresh produce a little, maybe even sell some at the Tanana Valley Farmers Market. Who knew? Maybe in a year or two he'd look into growing some midnight sun cannabis. "Jilly girl!" he called, nearly tripping over what he thought was a root, until he recognized it for what it was. A bone. He squatted down, tugged, and came away with half a shoulder blade. Caribou, by the size of it. Thing still had gristle on it, leathery and black except where a hunk had been freshly torn away. God only knew how long that thing had been buried in the mud. He stood up and kicked around, unearthing what was left of the carcass, which wasn't much. One thing he'd learned, the Mafia legend held true. A dead body wouldn't stand a chance against pigs. Nor did living chickens that wandered too close to the pen. He'd learned that the hard way.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?